WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
The newly negotiated state budget could add quite a tax to marijuana and bring workers back to downtown. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Siobhan Klepfer. As we told you late last night, Michigan legislative leaders confirmed they have a framework for a state budget agreement.
Insiders say there's still a lot that needs to get done before the government shuts down on Wednesday, though.
But here's what we do know.
Well, right now, the Senate Democratic chair and House Republican chair are working together to iron out several details before a state budget can be finalized and passed.
The overall budget will be smaller than last year's. The deal includes up to a $1.85 billion package to fix the roads, and part of the way that they'll pay for that is with a 24% increase in the wholesale tax on marijuana.
And while lawmakers and people who like smooth roads may be celebrating the deal, pot shop owners may not be too happy about having to pay the price.
So we asked 6 News reporter Taryn Simmons to check in with one to get his reaction to last night's announcement. Taryn, how did he take the news?
Yeah, Siobhan, Jorma, pot shop owners may see their profits go up in smoke if they're forced to pay that 24% increase for their product. The chief operating officer of a weed business I spoke to says he was shocked by that proposal. Lion Labs in Lansing sells cannabis-infused products like joints and edibles, and their chief operating officer says the tax increase will force them to pass along those costs to customers, raising the price of weed and hurting their sales. Michigan currently has a 6% state sales tax and a 10% excise tax. Roots says 1/3 of marijuana sales come from Illinois, Ohio, and Wisconsin, and adds with the increase, it could cause many out-of-staters to not visit the state for the weed.
As sales go down, that will impact all levels of the cannabis industry, all segments, whether it's a retailer, a processor, or a cultivator, will see that impact their business. Cannabis right now in Michigan is the #2 employer, and it's very surprising that there would be a tax levied upon the industry that will likely result in the loss of jobs across all those segments of the industry, as we see those sales decline and either people consume less and buy less, or they take their sales outside of the state of Michigan.
And as we mentioned, the proposed budget plan could be approved by lawmakers in the next few days. Siobhan and Jorma, back to you.
Taryn, thank you. Well, could a budget deal also help save downtown Lansing? That is the question after an offhand remark by the speaker when he announced the framework of that deal last night.
State workers make up a substantial part of the customer clientele at restaurants and other shops in downtown Lansing. But with COVID and remote work, fewer state workers meant a big bite out of profits.
But could a deal mean they're headed back? 6 News reporter Delaney Rogers joins us now with more on what Hall said and what some downtown Lansing businesses think. Delaney.
Siobhan, Jorma, during the COVID-19 pandemic, state workers in Michigan were given the option to work remotely, and 5 years later, many employees still have that option. During the state budget press conference last night, the House Speaker talked about having more state workers downtown more often. Matt Hall has said in previous statements that the return of state workers would help bring foot traffic to Lansing, helping the area not be a, quote, ghost town, and he is working on a mandate for state employees to return to offices. His comments are giving some of those downtown businesses some hope, especially businesses that have been around pre- and post-pandemic.
I think that would be great for downtown. More foot traffic. I think it would help our business along with restaurants and the new clothing store that opened. As far as foot traffic and the amount of vehicle traffic, the parking ramps are slim to none, there's been a big difference.
Of course, there were a lot of parties with an interest in the outcome. We've reached out to the mayor's office, to Downtown Lansing Incorporated, and to unions representing state workers, who, as you may imagine, may not like working from home and may not be so keen to come in. We'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Well, the LAFCU Credit Union hosted its Heritage Fest today, a free community event that welcomed all cultures within the Lansing area. The Heritage Fest featured many cultures, as I just mentioned, food, music, and family-friendly activities. Attendees also saw several live performances, and LAFCU officials encouraged community members to wear their traditional attire.
Just bringing everybody together, breaking down any myths or stereotypes, just celebrating who we are as human beings and learning about the different cultures, because I think a lot of things that people may or may not know could be rooted in just not knowing.
People in attendance also saw Jeff the Magician, the stilt dance projects, bounce houses, an interactive money machine, food trucks, and giveaways.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, this stretch of weather coming up is one of the longer stretches I've seen in quite a while of just perfect weather every day, low humidity, really comfortable temperatures, and once it moves in, which it already has, it's just going nowhere. Our picks on 6 pick of the day, another perfect picture. Violet out of Sunfield with an awesome display with the sun heading down, kind of an odd cloud formation there, but it made for a beautiful picture. Love that color. To upload your weather photos, you just have to head to our website at WLNS.com/share. Upload yours. You might see it right here on our newscast. Let's check out the 7-day rainfall outlook. Now, there's no problems here. West Coast, yeah, some heavy rain is going to be possible, but it's really the East Coast which is going to see a big impact from a tropical system. We could be looking at 6 to 12 inches of rain or more in parts of the Carolinas, and of course, Western Carolina and Georgia and Virginia. Some of those areas were hard hit by Hurricane Helene, but you can see how the contours kind of stack up there with some extremely heavy rainfall possible, and there'll be some flooding rain in the higher elevations of the West Coast, but nothing that's going to cause too many issues, I don't think. I'll look at our satellite and radar, a little sprinkle north, not going to bother us, and it's moving away. So we've got quiet weather tonight through tomorrow morning as high pressure begins to build in from the west. Cloud cover, I think we're going to escape this tonight. There is a chance of some patchy fog, but it looks like maybe just to our north tomorrow morning. Sunshine for everyone in the afternoon, however, and temperatures will climb into the lower 80s. We move ahead into Sunday. The big blue H is sliding in from the west, so we're looking at more sunshine. Temperatures basically same general range between 80 and probably 83 degrees for a high by Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Current temperatures are still in the upper 70s for Lansing as well as St. John. Same thing in Jackson, Hillsdale, 77 degrees, close to 80 currently in Owasso. On the Skyview network, the Capital Cam temperature, that's at 77. Wind 7 miles per hour, so a breeze just to make it feel a little bit better out there. Humidity at 50%. Plenty of sunshine in Grand Ledge. Our temperature also at 77 degrees. Humidity a little bit higher, 60%. And as far as winds today, generally around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We saw some gusts near 15, but the Jackson Weather Center didn't even record a peak wind today. 77 was our high temperature in the upper 70s as well. Hillsdale, blue skies, temperature that's at 74, calm winds and humidity at 61%. For tonight, our overnight low, how about 56? That'll feel nice out there, and it's above average as well. As we head into tomorrow, temperatures way above average, normal highs near 70, our high 82 degrees, light winds, lots of sunshine tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, highs to cool off at least mid-70s by next week, which is only going to be about 10 degrees above average. As we head into next weekend, that looks beautiful too. We may get some showers that following Monday, Tuesday, as temperatures for highs are in the upper 60s, which is still above average.
Yeah, you've been doing this a long time. Is this surprising? Is that forecast surprising?
I mean, once you get into a fall weather pattern, it can be like your secondary severe weather season. Fronts start to move through more quickly, so it's pretty unusual to go that long a period of time with nothing happening.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And
I know you may not, but
same, yeah.
I'm not against it either.
Yeah.
Thanks, David. Well, coming up, we sat down with one of Hillsdale's mayoral candidates, why he says he's the best person for the job.
So stay right there. 6 News at 6. We'll be right back.